Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day is Three of Arrows and Jealousy. And this is kind of like a heartbreak card, right? Obviously, with the three arrows hitting the wood, and there's blood dripping off, everything's on fire. The way I look at this is, to me, this is an emotional card. Right, the emotion of jealousy and envy, which creates feelings of resentment or negative emotions to you or others. And anytime I see this card, I think of a saying that a teacher told me a long time ago. When people are jealous of you, they're putting blessings upon you. So, I've always looked at that and, going through life, and when people were jealous of me, I looked at that as a blessing, because they want what you have, right? And the key to this is just, okay, it's nice that somebody wants what I have, but they don't know what I'm going through, right? They don't know my finances, they don't know my emotions, they don't know what's happening in my family, things of that nature. So you can want what I have, all right, but are you willing to carry that burden of what I'm working with, if that makes sense? And whenever I see this, I try to remain humble and forgiving, especially to those that are jealous of me, right? And what I mean by that is, yes, you're putting blessings upon me. You're giving me those extra blessings of, finances or love or joy or, whatever it is, a bigger house, a better car, a better job, things of that nature. But at the same time, I'm very humble for what I do have. I'm grateful for what I have in my life. And, I can look at those people that are jealous of me and forgive them at the same time and say, you know what? I forgive you for wanting to have what I have. Because what you're not doing is you're not looking at your own situation and saying, what do I have? Why is my house not as big as his? All right, maybe it is. Maybe it's just, it goes back to yesterday's card of that six of stones, exploitation. Are you using your resources correctly? And maybe you have too much in your house, right? Maybe it's time to give some of that up. But there's a sense of entitlement that other people think that they, oh, he's got such and such, I want to be entitled to that as well. And it's like, that's not how it goes, People work hard for what they have. They work hard for, everything that's going on, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes on whether they are, in debt up to their ears or whether they're financially free, right? Maybe somebody's just living that humble life. So just be grateful for what you do have, and don't, look at it and say, you know what, I'm not going to be jealous of their relationship. I'm not going to be jealous of that house. I'm not going to be jealous of that car, right? And just be humble and forgiving. And, refocus that energy into a positive. Look at it and say, you know what, I'm truly blessed. I'm blessed with, having a house. I'm blessed with having a vehicle. I'm blessed with having a good job, right? And at the same time, I'm grateful for everything that's in my life. And there's no need for me to be jealous of somebody else. And that's the attitude you really want to take. You want to take that into a positive aspect, because, yesterday's card, with the resources coming out, talking to you, the exploitation, you don't want to be exploited. All right? Let's look at it this way. You don't want a relationship to exploit you into doing something that you don't need to do. Right? Oh, so-and-so's, they're always going on trips and this, that, and the other thing. Well, I'm going to go on a trip. Well, what's that going to do to your resources? Do you have the funds to go on that trip? Right? So-and-so's having a garage sale. They're selling this, that, and the other thing. It's like, that's good. They're using their resources correctly, right? Don't be jealous of that. When I look at the cards that have come out here the last 4 days, to me, this is all personal. With whatever's going on in your life, whether that's career, whether that's relationships, whether that's possessions, right? That hooded man's got you, had you time to think about what's going on. Are you using your resources correctly? If you're able to take some of those resources, right, and donate it to a charitable cause, I could see where people could get jealous of that. They're like, well, and why do you have to voice that out there, right? Why do you have to let that be known to people? Whether you, helped out with, donating money to the Maui fires, or donating money to, helping people live in British Columbia, where the fires are going, things of that nature, helping hurricane victims. Why do people why do people need to know that you're donating to a cause, right? They don't. All right, and that's where you have to look within and talk with that messenger, that page of arrows at Ren, and say, you know what? How do I manage my money correctly? How do I manage my resources correctly? The Queen of Arrows, she wants you to do that logically and rationally. All right, she's telling you to look down the road, look to the future. That's what she's looking at. Take the time to be in seclusion, to figure out what you need to do, to use those resources right. And don't be jealous of what other people are doing. Do what you can do, right? And then before that, maybe you were rewarded with, that Nine of Vessels generosity. Maybe you have some extra funds where you can do that thing, and, you're able to, have some joy, do some dancing earlier in the week, and just, living off of your tradition, understanding where you are in life, taking that Nine of Stones, all right, and the next card after the Nine of Stones is the Ten of Stones, which is home. So you've got that traditional value of what's going on here. Now, you still have 3 nines out here, 2 of them with, the Nine of Stones and the Nine of Vessels in the Hooded Man. The Nine of Bows just dropped off. So, to me, nines are almost at the completion stage. So it's almost like a breakthrough, all right? You've broken through whatever barrier you've had in front of you. And as you're moving forward, you realize that, okay, maybe it's your finances, right? You have, and you're able to donate a little bit or help somebody else out. The Queen's asking you to look forward. Look forward. Maybe use that money differently. You're contemplating within, trying to figure out with the Hooded Man, how do I want to move forward? Where do I need to conserve, right? Where do I need to look at spending my resources correctly? And at the same time, just keep doing what you're doing, right? Don't get jealous of anybody else of what they're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing and be grateful for what you have and look at the blessings that you have in your life. All right? So that's the card of the day, the 3 of Arrows and Jealousy. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. And this is D for the Spirit's Path, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.